Hi, this is David Stern, CEO with Haley Marketing, and welcome to this demo of NetSocial. So I want you to imagine this scenario. You've created a great piece of content. Maybe it's a blog post, an ebook, a salary survey, a hot job video, and you tell your team to share. You don't just tell, you beg, you plead, you email them, send them a message on Slack, you tell them every chance you get, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and nothing. Or very little sharing happens. I mean, it's absolutely maddening if you're trying to get your team to participate. That's why we created NetSocial. It's designed to get all your people into the game. Salespeople, recruiters, branch managers, even your company executives. Content marketing works best when it's a team sport. Now, I want you to just think about your company. How many followers do you have on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter? And then compare that to what you have connected through all of your employees. How many people work for you? How big are their social networks? If you think about the reach you have through the advocacy of all your employees, your potential reach as an organization is huge. Add in your temporary employees, and this network explodes. And NetSocial was designed to amplify your reach, to get that content out to everyone in your team's network. So why should you get your team involved? Well, here's some stats from social media today about the value of employee advocacy. Brand messages, things your company sent, are going to reach 561% further. You're going to get 8 times more engagement with employee-shared content. And here's the big one. Leads developed through employee social marketing are 7 times more likely to convert. Now, that's social media today. We found similar results looking at our own clients in the staffing industry. When we see our clients get their team members involved, we see traffic from social media go up by 100% or more. Something as simple as sharing blog posts. This graph shows you the orange bar was year one, where a company was just organically sharing, and they were getting 750 to as many as 1,000 people engaging with their blog each month. Adding in team-based social sharing, just sharing the blog post, nothing else, and we had 30 to 50% more traffic to those blog posts every single month of the year. So what is NetSocial? Well, NetSocial is a software product that centralizes content curation and distributes content sharing. Now, let me explain what that means. So centralizing content curation means you keep control over what your team shares. Jobs, talent, blogs, curated content feeds, newsletter content. If you're using Haley Marketing's Resource Center, that content. You can even bring in third-party content. And then you distribute the content sharing across your team so your people stay in control over where and when and how they share. They can be done through company accounts, team member accounts, branch office or individual contributor accounts. Even your temps can be given their own NetSocial accounts. So let me get into a few of the concepts so you really understand NetSocial a little more deeply. We've got content sources, channels, a sharing schedule, approvals, the queue, gamification, and earned media. Let me talk about each one of those for just a few seconds. All right, content sources. Basically, anywhere you have content, your career portal, your job board on your website, your blog. If you're marketing talent through your website with a talent showcase or our talent showcase software, you can use that. You can bring in feeds from third-party sites. You can manually curate content using a browser extension to grab interesting things as you're reading. And if you're using our Resource Center content, our Staffing Resource Center, our Candidate Resource Center, this year our COVID Resource Center, all that content feeds into NetSocial. Then there are the channels, and I want you to think of this sort of like Netflix, and the way Netflix has genres of content and shows. So I might look at family entertainment or movies or popular TV shows, and then all the different shows. Well, NetSocial has the same thing with categories and subcategories. You create channels. Channel might be your entire blog. And then every individual category inside your blog becomes its own show. And your team members can subscribe to those individual shows. So the example, let's look at your blog in a little more detail. You might share all posts, post for a specific category, post for a specific author, post for a specific geography. The idea is these all can become separate channels that people in your company can choose to share. And it's not just your blog. You could also do it with jobs where your team members can choose exactly what they want to share. All your company's jobs, featured jobs, jobs for a specific skill discipline or an individual recruiter or specific branch office. Then your people build a sharing schedule. Sharing schedule is basically telling NetSocial when do you want the stuff to go out the door. Now, each person can share as many times per day as they want. You can vary it by day of the week and even by social network, so the individuals in your organization control their sharing schedule. Approvals. This is the nice thing. So if it's my social media, I keep control. Approvals allow team members to control what goes out. So they can do approvals by email, text message, or automatic. Just set things up to set it, forget it, and NetSocial will deliver. Again, these can vary by channel, and team members can submit content into NetSocial to be approved so that other people in your organization, so now not only are all your team members sharing, but they're also helping curate the best content for you to share. There's that queue. This is the individual sharing schedule for each team member. NetSocial will automatically build the queue based on that sharing schedule each person has set up. Their personal preferences determine what goes out to their social networks. Again, allowing individuals to keep complete control over what they're sharing, while you, as an organization, keep complete control over what goes into the queues. This is where it gets fun, gamification. So NetSocial keeps track of team member performance. There's a leaderboard. Shows engagement with your content. It shows you earned media. So you can get a feeling for how much return on investment are we getting from NetSocial. Essentially, this is giving a rough estimate of what you would have had to spend in advertising to get this level of engagement, views, shares, clicks to your website if you were trying to buy that level of engagement. And also, as you can see, tracks it for every person in your organization so you can have some fun with seeing who's at the top. And I will tell you, the last time I took this picture, I was number 1. So I guess I got to do some work to go back and overtake Mike as leader at Haley Marketing. All right, so that is NetSocial. And here's the real beauty. It's really inexpensive for your team. You need one administrator account to set up the channels, to manage all the content. That's $99 a month. Then your team members, you can get them involved for just $10 per team member per month. Want to get started? Give us a call, 888-696-2900. You can also learn more at netsocialapp.com. Thank you very much.